Hey there, welcome to Render Demo. I'm going to take you through how to draw eyes. We're going to start off with just one eye, and grab yourself a sheet of paper and a pencil, and let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a round circular shape. It's going to be the center of the eye, just like this. And we'll draw the inner part, the little pupil shape in the middle. All right, eyes don't have to be exactly perfect, but you can use a circle template if you like. So the next shape here, we're going to draw a kind of like a lemon type shape. So we're going to start over here, and we're going to kind of come up just like a little bit of an angle in this direction here. So we're going to draw a curve from right about here. We're going to clip the top of the eyeball here, kind of come up. This is going to come down, and it's going to hook like this. And this part here, come like that. And the next, we'll draw the lower section. So this part will come in, and we'll almost catch the edge of the lower part of the eye here. And then we'll come up like this. That. And then we'll draw a secondary line that matches this closely. Be a little bit closer here. It'll get a little bit wider over here. And then come down. And then over here we'll draw a second line. It's a little bit closer to the bottom of the edge of the eye. And then this will kind of come up like this. For the next step, we'll draw a shape like this, kind of hooks in, kind of like a C. We'll draw some eyelashes. So we'll start curving these out to the right and up in this direction. You don't want to go too far over this secondary line here. Just gonna do this. So we'll draw a few. Start out, and as you get closer here, they get a little bit flatter, like that. All right, and then the lower section, we're going to start kind of over here, and we'll do the same thing. We'll go down to the left and then hook over, sorry, down to the right and hook to the left. Like that, and just keep following all the way up. These get, like I said, they get flatter as you get to the top, like that. So the rest of this, we'll start adding some details to the eye. Just kind of highlight this a little bit more. Like that. So we'll draw lines that come from the outer ring in towards the center ring. So these lines will come in this direction like that. All kind of going towards the center almost. Just like that. And these you want to try to draw very lightly. You don't want these to be too dominant. These are all just like subtle lines. Just like that. Okay, we have our pupil in the middle. And this is all about building up your lines and your shading. And as you go through, you can start to darken certain lines. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few more darker shapes, and what I'm trying to do now is create a little bit of kind of shading. So I'm going to start adding a secondary, like extra lines here around the edge of the eye, just to kind of darken that edge. And all these lines, like I said, they're all pointing towards the center. As you go, they all kind of point towards the middle, just like that. Okay, next I'm going to have I'm going to create a shape here, and I'm just going to start doing some lines real lightly, just like that. We'll add extra lines in here. It's going to darken some stuff up, and then I'm going to go draw some lines like over top of this shape here. So instead of this being just a single line, we want to add a little bit of some shading to it. Again, press really lightly as you go, and if you want it to be a little bit darker, you just keep going on top of it like that. And then now this part here of the eye, there's going to be a shadow that it casts on the eye here. So I'm going to start back here, and the eye here kind of curves inward, so we're going to add some shading over here, and kind of see the curve is like this, in this way, like that. And I'm just going to add some shading in here, like so. All right. And don't be afraid to keep going back and forth from one spot to another. That's definitely okay to do. And then I'll start to kind of hit some more of these lashes. They do get thicker at the base, so they're almost like these pointed shapes. So I'm almost like doubling up. Like that. So the next step is I'm going to draw in some highlights. So I'm going to draw a circle here like this. I'm going to do another one right there, and then another one right here. And the reason I'm putting those in is because I'm going to erase what's inside of those, and I want to kind of darken in my pupil right now. So I'm just going to go around those so I don't have to erase dark pencil lines. I'm just going to kind of highlight like the perimeter. Just like that. And again, don't worry if your your circles aren't perfect circles, because there will be some like variance in the eye shape. Just like that. And then again, we can kind of come in and darken the edge. Like that. So So there you go. There's how to draw an eye in a few simple steps. The majority of the work was shading and adding some actual visual depth to it. But to get the eye set up, it was pretty quick and simple. If you really like this tutorial, check out our How to Draw Stuff sketchbook. Inside, we have 90 really cool and fun things to draw. Each one has a simple step-by-step process that allows you to follow along and draw what you see right inside the sketchbook. It's really cool. You got to get yourself a copy.